What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Imperfect Action Show. I'm your host, it's Brendan Boyd. And on the Imperfect Action Show, we talk about principles, strategies, lessons from entrepreneurs, business people, people that are making moves and things like that. But today is just me, no guests. I'm just giving you guys some game live. And today we're going to be talking about why you shouldn't do one-on-ones anymore. So before we jump into that real quick, I just want to let you guys know that today's episode is sponsored by the Imperfect Action Con. Link in the bio, October 21, 22. It's going down. I wouldn't miss that, especially if you're a serious entrepreneur looking to grow. You don't want to miss that event. With addition to that, another thing that I would 100% say is that, I got a free text community. You may want to join that. I mean, you learn about things beforehand, before the general public, news, moves, and things like that. And if you want to jump into the text community, just text the word action to 213-410-4920. That's 213-410-4920. Text the word action, and we're going to rock out like that. All right, guys. So on today's episode, we're going to be talking about how you should be offering services and how not to offer services. So before we jump into that, what I'm going to do is send a quick link out to the text community that I just told you to join. And we're going to go right into it. So let me send this out right now. Okay, so generally what happens is you price your products or services. Well, let's just say services. Generally, you price your services on like a one-to-one basis. And because you price it at a one-to-one basis, you're normally just kind of like looking into the marketplace. What are they offering? What are they offering? My product's similar. My product may be a little bit more superior, so I should price it at X. And generally, that's not necessarily like a bad way to do it, but it's just how like most people do it. They just kind of like do an overview and they just price accordingly. They're either going to price much lower and cheaper than the market, or they're going to price in the middle or slightly higher. But most people are not going to deter for the market. We are chatting about pricing your services. So basically what happens is you end up creating like a moat that's not competitive because you are competing against a marketplace of competitors that you're like either playing catch up with. You're doing like a compare analysis towards, and you're realizing that, your only competitive advantage is because you're the new one on a block, right? But one of the scariest things, but one of the most advantageous things that you could do from a new business, or if you're an existing business, is to price your services at a premium level. Because if you price at a premium level, what you're doing is you're actually allowing your clients to experience premium value. Because being priced at a premium level is going to actually allow you to give them a higher and more premium experience because you have more liquidity and leverage to do so. So like I was reading this book by Alex Ramosi, Gym Launch. It's actually one of my current books that I'm reading. And he was using a comparison to gyms, right? Most gyms are pricing out of 49, 59, 69. And he was saying anywhere between like 49 and like 167 a month is like the danger zone. And you get kind of like stuck in that zone. And you're not really able to like offer your clients more value because of that price point. And generally that price point gives you more of a unlimited feel. And we're still talking about gym feel, right? You get kind of like an unlimited feel. But the unlimited feel isn't really premium value. Now, it sounds like it's premium value. It's like, yeah, it's unlimited. Come in there and You're only paying this. You can take advantage of all of this. But when did like a general service, when did a more, like accessible offer become more valuable, right? Think about it. What have you experienced, right? That you were like, hey, listen, everyone can get access to this. So this is hella valuable. That doesn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. If you're on a plane, there's first class and there's business class. And there's limited seats. Not everyone is paying for that ticket, but they're gonna get a premium value, right? Think about you go shopping for high end. The customer service is different. They talk to you different. You're paying a crazy amount for something that's, I don't want to say the quality. I'm not trying to say the quality is different. I mean, the quality is probably better for sure. The package is better, but at the same time, people want to pay for the premium. They like what comes with the premium. Now you can go to Target, you can go to Walmart, you can go to, I'm trying to think of Zara, H&M, and there's nothing wrong with these stores. I'm just saying, like, you go in there and everyone can get in there. Price points are very friendly. There's no real value as far as like exclusivity or as far as like being limited in nature. So it doesn't really equate to like an experience that's premium. And with the price that you're paying, they can't even afford to give you a higher level of service or a higher level of product because there's not enough margin in that price point. But if you're spending more, if your customers are spending more, you can afford to, every customer that comes in, let's use a gym. Everyone that comes in, they can get their own towel. They can get a water. You know what I'm saying? They can get, maybe they get a gym bag with their service. Maybe, people like energy drinks. Maybe they qualify for an energy drink. Like whatever that extra level of experience is, you can get that because you're paying more. Now, what Alex was saying is, once you start paying, still using the gym model, once people start paying somewhere between like the 4s or 5s or 6s per month, now you can really give them that premium, maybe like 1-on-4 type of service or 1-on-1 type of service, where like they'll value that experience on a higher level because, they're paying for that. So what also happens is they're showing up more. So the retention is higher, the show rates is higher, the overall value is higher because they're deeper, they're more invested. You know what I'm saying? They're way more invested in the process. So, but I would say just think about a service that you provide. And like, most of the time we automatically just think, hey, if I offer this cheaper, more people will take advantage of it. That's not always the case, People don't necessarily like not allocate. They don't really assess. That's not the word I'm looking for. They don't really, what's the word I'm looking for? They don't, I don't know if it's assess. They don't correlate. That's the word. They don't correlate like inexpensive with value. In most cases, like there are some things that you can get for the cheap or you can get for the low that do have value, associated with it. But for the most case, when you think about premium value, you're paying a premium dollar. When you think about premium service, you're paying a premium dollar. When you think about premium experience, you're paying a premium dollar. And that goes with everything. Like I have a credit coach. He charges a lick. It ain't cheap. I got a business coach. He charges a lick. It ain't cheap. Like it's not cheap. You guys pay for college. It wasn't cheap. But for some reason, college is not looked at like, oh, this is expensive. I don't know if I'm gonna pay for this. It's just like, oh, I want to go to this school. I want to go to this school. I want to go to this school. I'm gonna either pay for it. I'm gonna get financial aid. I'm gonna get a scholarship, or it's gonna be a combination of both. But you're never going to school like, oh, this is not worth the price of admission. It's only until later you might be like, oh, maybe this wasn't worth the price of admission. But generally, that's not the case. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's not the case at all. So when thinking about your services, your one-on-one services, think about pricing them in packages as opposed to one-on-one. So instead of me saying, hey, I can pay for this one-on-one service, be like, hey, you can get this package, and this package is a group experience, a high-level group experience, and these things are included in that. And you can sell more people into the group experience than you can with the one-on-one. And if for some reason it's on your heart to offer a one-on-one service, then make that price so high that it's really worth it. If someone investing in that, it's worth it for them, and it's also worth it for you. Which actually turns into like a bonus. Because if you got, let's say you got 20 clients right now, and you say, hey, I'm changing my prices, I'm changing my model, right? And because you change your price and because you change your model, what happens is the price point changes, and let's say you only retain 20% of the clientele. Let's say you retain 20% of the clientele. So you got 20 people right now, and you retain 20. You retain 20 people, so that's 4. So you're gonna lose 16, but you're gonna lose 16 that were paying you minimum dollars. You're retaining 4 that are paying you maximum dollars, and now you're able to build up more clientele on this new level. Now, for a lot of people, losing that 16 would be an experience that would probably shock them or hurt them in the like short term. But you have to also remember, you're giving something up small to gain something bigger in the long term. And the something bigger that you're gaining in the long term is the ability to charge more, stabilize your business revenue, and then grow that revenue to an exponential amount, especially depending on how much you are looking to make, with that monthly goal and stuff like that. So I completely support offering packages and group services over one-on-one services. The one-on-one services, they are not priced high enough. They're taking a lot of your time, and your ability to really offer a high level value in exchange for that dollar is very minimal. You know what I'm saying? Yo, bro, Jay, hit me, man. I got something for you, bro. I've been trying to connect with you. You owe me some text messages, bro. So hit me. So that's what I would say to you guys that are offering one-on-one, whatever industry you're offering, one-on-one. Change our model to a group, change our model to a package. If you need to have a one-on-one and whatever you offer, I would make it an astronomical price. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me give you an example. Let's say you are offering coaching services. You were offering coaching services for like $1,000 a month. So I would immediately change that to like $2,500, right? Or even $5,000. It just kind of depends on where you are in your business. But let's go with the gradual. I would offer $2,500 for group coaching sessions. So instead of the 4 one-on-one sessions that you were giving to the 4 people and only getting $4,000 in 30 days, I would offer it for $2,500 for group coaching sessions, 4 people, which is $10K, not $4K, it's $10K. And then if somebody wants to work with you on one-on-one, I would offer that for $5K. Now, let's say 3 people took you up on that $2,500. That's $7,500. Let's say 1 person took you up on a one-on-one. That's $12,500. That's way more than $4,000. That's 3 times more money in a 30-day period. And the thing about it is this: you could actually offer the 4 people that were paying one-on-one services way more value in that 30 days because you're bringing in anywhere from 10 to 12,500 than you could when you were only charging them $1,000. You could bring in a support coach, accountability. You can have other software. Like there's just so much more you can do with more, right? By charging more, give them a higher level of experience, and then they win, and then you win, and now you have more money to grow your business. So that's really all I have today. If you guys have any questions, drop them in the chat. I'll hang out for a little bit. I want to make sure you guys get it. We're talking about stopping one-on-one services and why you should offer packages and group offerings over the one-on-one. And if for some reason you are hell bent on offering the one-on-one, I would just offer a one-on-one, a one-on-one option at a super high amount. It's only gonna be a situation that is greater for your consumers, and it's a situation that's greater for you as well. So that's what we got today. You know what I'm saying? So I want to make sure that all works, that you guys benefit from the information that we're delivering every Monday through Friday on the Imperfect Action Show, that you want to grab a ticket to the Imperfect Action Con in December, and it's something that you 100% want to take advantage of, because we want to put you guys in an advantageous position, and we can't do that, right, if you're not implementing information. So this is why we're here. This is why I'm committed to doing this. This is why we've done over 120 episodes of this particular podcast. And this is why I am continuing to push out the value. So if there's no questions, I don't see nothing in the chat, I'm going to see you guys tomorrow on another episode of the Imperfect Action Show. And we have a bunch of amazing guests lined up for this week. So make sure that you tap in. All right. I see you guys on another episode. Peace.